Welcome to the first episode of Hearty Vegetarian Food, and it's going to be a series that we're going to have on Surfview Gardens, because every once in a while, after trying to grow your own great organic food, you want to go out for a meal. So here in the Phoenix area, and for people who are traveling through Phoenix, because one of their locations is at the airport, there's a place called Agua Mexican Cafe, Arizona's original Mexican restaurant. And they got kind of an interesting logo there. And then if you look at it, there's a character in the middle with a head and a body and his arm. And then we'll see in a second that they've also got Agua written in there. So they got Agua, and then Al's. Oops, come back. And then Al's. But the creative person who did this created that character, that right there that I showed you at the beginning, and I just think that's pretty marvelous. And there's his little arm extended, hugging the LS part of it. So that's pretty cool. Thought I'd show you that. And so they have their own website, ajoals.com. And this particular location, they have a bunch of locations. They have 5 of them in Arizona. Apparently it's a family restaurant chain in Arizona. But one in Arrowhead, one at Agua Caliente Plaza, which is the one we went to, Sky Harbor Airport, and then the Camelback Corridor one, and then the Branch Center, and that's also North Scottsdale, probably near Gainey Ranch. So in any event, what I went there to do there is to have dinner there with 3 friends. So this is what it looks like when you approach the place on 69th Street. This big old complex called the Agua Caliente. And then way in the back is Agua Caliente Center is Agua. It's 6990 East Shea Boulevard. And so that is where they are, 69th, 70th Street, basically in Shea on the north side. And we went around 5 o'clock. I arrived about 4:45 to make sure I secured a circular booth in the bar area. And the cost for the meal, a meal for 3 with drinks, using this particular reward ID I had, and I had a 2-for coupon, but it's not difficult to get if you get on the Ajoal's rewards program, which I recommend you do. You go to ajoals.com. There it is, ajoals.com, and you register and become a member. And then when you go there, you're already racking up points, and you might even have a 2-for coupon, which is what we had. We used the 2-for coupon, and then you're going to see some spectacular footage here, so bear with me. It's coming quickly. But this is what we ordered. And a while back, before the COVID-19 thing happened, I asked the waiter, I said, you got nothing on your appetizer meal or even your menu for a vegetarian. I said, what I'd really like is a vegetarian fajita, sizzling, steaming vegetables. He says, oh, we have that. Let me show you. So he showed me on the menu. And then the COVID thing happened, and then it disappeared. Because how do you do a to-go business where people will pick up stuff at the curb, and the food is supposed to be part of it is presentation? The sizzling vegetables of the Garden Fajita, spectacular. So you're going to see some footage of that in a minute, and you're going to go, wow, I need to go there. So the Garden Fajita, I had my friend, he and his wife were there, and he had a Garden Fajita with American bottled beer. And I had a Garden Fajita with Mexican Modelo Negra, a pint of draft beer of that. and I can't remember what his wife had, quite frankly, but she had 2 margaritas. And then they gave us a ton of free chips and salsa throughout our visit. It seems like they were very attuned to our needs. Of course, when the main entrees came, they cut back on that, but if asked, for dipping into beans and stuff, or whatever, guacamole, it's good to have an ample source of chips and salsa. But the whole thing came up to like $45, and there's 2 drinks there, and we did go during happy hour, 5 to 6, so that's probably what cut back on our drink prices. We're here at Agua Caliente Mexican Cafe in Scottsdale, Arizona, and this is a place that has a fantastic Garden Fajita. It's off the menu, so you'll have to find it by asking the waitress. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Human goodness. Wow.
That's good.
Okay. Thank you.
You got Max on the sizzle. I'm glad the skillet's so nice and hot.
Oh yeah, he did. Everybody did good. Oh yeah. I've been dreaming about this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And then here's where all your fixings.
Okay, thank you. I get that.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we have some more salsa for plates to wrap you up on it tonight.
Thank you.
I got the salsa and sour cream. All right, thank you. There you go.
So, can I put you on camera? No? How about you, Andrea? What do you think of the display here?
Quite the show. It's very impressive and it's sizzling hot.
You think you'll watch maybe a Surfview Gardens show that would have this in it?
Absolutely.
Oh, fantastic. It's beautiful. Who knew that steam could be cooked so good? Isn't that just gorgeous?
Okay.
Those beans are amazing. I make those at home. So much better than
Isn't this like a treat? I mean, you'll have a styrofoam thing to bring home with you, but thank you for being my guest, sir.
Thank you.
Because this is just so darn beautiful. And it's not on the menu here at Agua Caliente, at Agua Fria.
Agua Caliente.
Agua Caliente. Hot water? Okay. What do you got over there, Andrea?
A cheese enchilada a la carte.
And what made you decide to order that?
Just something I used to get all the time when I was a kid. I really like it.
Thank you. So, this is the place. And we had an absolutely wonderful dinner. So, next time you're looking for a vegetarian, plant-based meal, and it wasn't, you had a choice. You didn't have to get those refried beans with a ton of fat or lard in them. You can get actual real beans, black beans or pinto beans, and they didn't oversalt it, so incredibly tasty. Steaming fajitas. You never think that you'd see anything like steaming vegetables coming out of a kitchen, but it was just an absolutely wonderful, spectacular display of food, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're out this way, enjoy it. So it was a great place, and I hope you enjoyed the footage of the experience of being inside. But I just want to say these things, that the food was great, spectacular multi-sensory experience. Service was great. A guest did feel though that the main dining room would have been less noisy. He had sensitive hearing because I didn't hear it. But there's one of those swirling margarita machines in the bar area, but I didn't hear it at all until he mentioned it. And even then it wasn't like grinding up ice or something. It was just pretty quiet for a major alcoholic beverage machine. In any event, fantastic gratis chips and salsa plenty. They kept coming out, but they could have had some small plates, you know. Yes, if you're waiting for your meal to come. Each had a little tiny small plate so that we could, you know, didn't have to reach out to the middle to get in, you know, the big old bass, you know, look in the video to see the tray of chips and salsa. So that would be a thing that would be nice. And even if it was just napkins where you'd throw them away, but it would be something to catch the spills. They have a great frequent reward program, and once you get on it, you start racking up points and bring out-of-town guests there. It's a good deal. But without an awardship membership, I would use the following ID, and maybe you can rack up some points for the channel, and I can take guests out to dinner. We'll have some contests on the site, and post stuff in the comments where if we feature something of yours, we treat you to something there. Maybe even give you a card with the award chips, the award points on it. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. But the basic question is, would I return to the same place for the same meal? You betcha. I'm thinking about it already. So, where do you go for hearty vegetarian food? Let us know in the comments below, please. If it's in the Phoenix area, or even if it's in your own area, you know, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, if there's a place that does it well, shoot some video footage of it, and maybe that's what we can do, is start showing great vegetarian food places around the country. And I'll just start off in the Phoenix area to get the footage. But if you have a place locally that does some really great vegetarian food, let me know. I was once living in the Atlanta area, and a friend of mine took me to this fantastic place that had, you know, the chitlins, the greens. I wasn't a big vegetarian food eater at the time, but boy, did they have some tasty food, and it was all vegetarian. So that's what we need to do, you know, share hearty vegetarian food locations with people. And even if it's dishes, you know, if it's just a great recipe that you have, real simple, but hearty is the key word. It's got to be something that makes you feel like you ate a meal. Okay? Well, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share with friends. Remember to hit the bell to remind about new shows. You know how that works. But most of all, for yourself and for others, do pleasant things. Be a source of pleasantness to yourself and to the people that you know in this world. And then take them out for some hearty vegetarian food. Find a place in your area and go and check it out and share the story with others. So look for more videos as we continue the search for hearty vegetarian food. Thanks again.